What's up guys, this is Saman from Aesthetic Progression and this is my vlog number 5. Hitting chest and triceps again this week. Unfortunately I wasn't able to film my back workout routine, but I will be working out my back pretty soon again, sometimes this week. So I'll make sure I definitely post one of those if you guys are wanting to see my back workout. This workout I thought I would do something special for the chest, and what I did is actually reverse superset. A lot of the people have tendency to do their big basic compound movements such as bench press, but as you can bench press first and then move along with the flies and some isolation movements and stuff like that, which is okay. But if you are someone that has been doing it for like years or even months, the routine might be plateaued, so you won't be able to see any progress on your sides of the chest or the weights or anything. So what I did is actually reversed it, and it's one of the method popularized by Arnold actually, and this actually does help to bring in some specific parts. It allows more blood to get into the chest, get a good pump, get a good squeeze out of the chest, and just give you a unique workout that you guys have never felt before. I did this workout back a few months ago when I was stuck with my chest. It wasn't like growing bigger. I did that for a couple of times, and actually it did grow significantly bigger, so I was pretty impressed with this technique, so I thought I would share it with you guys. Nothing fancy again, just you can see I'm doing the flat flies first, doing it 8 repetitions and then switching on to the bench. Since I am already doing a bench right now, I will talk about the bench first. If you guys do not know how to bench properly, I have posted a link. Make sure you guys check that link, and I've taught you how to bench for bigger chest. You can see every time I do perform a workout, you can see a little bit tilt. It feels like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm pushing one hand first then the other. But the thing is, I'm working out in the garage and it's kind of tilted and everything, so it makes me look bad. But trust me, just make sure you go 4 seconds negative on those. So just go down slowly and burst up. Going back to the flies. Nothing fancy about the flies, guys. There are a lot of people that do too much weight and then the range of motion sucks. But on the other hand, there are people that the range of motion is ridiculous. They are almost like flat out from the bench. That kind of puts them in an awkward position actually, and more prone to injury. So all I do is I make sure I go deep enough. I feel a good stretch, and when I come out, I make sure I get a good squeeze out of my chest. That's all there is to it. You don't have to do exaggerated range of motion or anything. Just make sure you keep the proper form. Again, 4 to 5 seconds negatives. I can't focus on enough how much people would not focus on the negatives. Just focus on your negatives, and make sure when you go up, make sure you get a good squeeze, and the only rest you would actually get is while setting up from one exercise to other. Other than that, you would just keep on going like non-stop. You won't be able to do much of a weight, as you can see. I think at the end of the very last set I did like a plate each side, so that's like 135 total, which is like less than 50% of what I do. But after controlling my negatives and after doing my standard flies first, 135 does feel actually a lot heavier than it's actually supposed to feel. I believe this is my final set. I used 65 pounds flies on it. Again, nothing very strong or anything. I'm just making sure my negatives are good and I'm feeling the good workout. But other than that, there's nothing much to it. Just make sure like you feel like you're hugging a big person, I would say, and don't exaggerate the movement. Move on to the presses immediately. Just a unique way to train your body, guys. Just shock your body every time. Not every time, but when you're getting a plateaued, that means you need to do something different. That's as simple as that. So if you're stuck, just spice it up, stuff a little bit. There is no right way or wrong way to perform exercises. Just remember this much. Everything works, but nothing works forever. So make sure you guys switch it up every time you get plateau. You know, it's not like you have to bench like all the time first and then flies, or there is no set rules and principles. You know, so just make sure that you guys just get a good workout every time and switch it up. It kind of is, it's fun when you do it. It's just completely different fun. After 5 sets of the bench press and the flat flies, I moved on to another unique exercise that a lot of people don't even know. What I do is on this one is it's an obviously incline position. I use cables, as you guys can see, but the thing about this specific one is when I come to the negative, I do the flies, and when I push the weight, I do the press. So it's two different exercises combined in one, and it actually is beneficial a lot more to get a good stretch and a squeeze both to the upper chest. So if you guys are lagging on the upper chest, which a lot of people are actually lacking, this is an awesome way to bring that body part up. Because the thing is, flies, what we call flies is actually adducting of the arm, which is one of the most primary movement of movement of the muscle, and which is the most overlooked part as well. When you do the flies like that, you are really isolating the chest, and when you're focusing on the negative, you'll be able to recruit much more muscle fibers, do a lot heavier with proper form than you would actually do if you are doing negatives and positives. And obviously you can press a lot more weight than fly. You take an advantage of both. So you're flying on the negatives, okay, and on the positive you are pressing it up. Now, since this is a cable, unlike our previous exercise, you'll feel the tension throughout the range of motion. There is no constant rest. Like in chest, when you would go all the way top, your tension would increase. Whereas on this one, the tension remains constant throughout the range of motion. All you have to worry about is switching your position of your palms to, I would say, the hammer grip to the regular pressing grip. Make sure you take care of that, and the rest should be very simple and self-explanatory. Just like with any other exercise, I keep on focusing this, and a lot of people don't realize it, but it's all about tension, guys. It's all about time under tension. Muscle really doesn't care about how much weight you lift, as long as it provides, or as long as you provide a proper tension for it. So if you provide a tension, it has to grow. There is no other option. After the chest, actually for the flies, for the incline press and fly, we are doing 4 sets of 8 repetitions. After that, we are moving on to the overhead extension. This machine, I haven't really tried it much. I usually do this for my bicep curl, but I decided to do an extension today, and it actually does feel pretty good. After working out the chest, the triceps is used heavily, so I don't really give a special focus, but I do like to mix a couple of exercises that works my triceps as well. Especially on this one, the main goal is to properly again get proper tension, and when you are going up, make sure you are going all the way up. Elbows, I have flattened it out because that's what I feel the less stress on my elbows. You just have to find a particular spot that you can place. Other than that, nothing fancy about it as well. After that, I did close grip push-ups, and as you can see, I did it on a medicine ball. So that's going to be 3 sets of 10-12 repetitions. And the reason why I do it on this kind of medicine ball is because it's easier on the wrist. No other reason than that. If you can do a diamond push-ups, if you're comfortable with it, you can do that too. But this exercise especially targets on your triceps, especially the long head of the triceps, the bigger one, and as well as the chest. So you'll get a good contraction on the chest as well, just like you would do on like a flies or presses, especially the presses on the topmost movement. So you are working both a lot of triceps and a lot of chest as well. Again, 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. And that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.